Starts with I feel it coming. Let's press play in 3, 2, 1. So good to see all of your faces. I love seeing you guys all the time. I'm so happy to start it again. Right now, we can just put that ball out of the way. We're going to start with our warm-up on the mat. So find yourself towards one end of the mat with a lot of space in front of you. Send your knees wide, feet are together. Push your bum back to your heels and then stretch out your arms in front of you so we come into a child's pose position. We're just going to ground ourselves here, breathing into the back body, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth. Filling up all sides of the lungs along the back body. Expanding the rib cage on your inhale. Releasing any tension you may be holding on to from the day on your exhale. Letting your forehead ground into the floor. 2 more breaths here. Making sure our exhales are slightly longer than our inhales. Last one. Good. Now spread your fingers wide, curl your toes under. Inhale as you come up towards your quadruped position, and then exhale as you send your hips up towards the ceiling, pushing back into a downward facing dog. And just hold here. Maybe pedal out those feet. Make sure your head is somewhere in between the arms, not completely hanging down. And you want to push from all 10 fingers. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Taking a nice long spinal position here. Drop both heels down towards the ground. Inhale, lift them both up at the same time so you're on your toes. Still in down dog. Exhale, let them fall down towards the ground, getting a nice stretch along the backs of those legs. Inhale, start to draw your knees down and then place them on the mat. Uncurl your toes, and one more time, push back into child's pose. 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, let's come back up towards our quadruped. Curl your toes under. Exhale, push back up to downward facing dog. On your inhale, hinge forwards into a plank position and hold here. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees, tap them down. Inhale. Exhale, lift those knees back up. One more time, plank hold for 8, 7. Beautiful, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. Sit back onto your heels, circle out your wrist, and then grab your ball. We're going to need it. Ball or pillow. Okay, so we're going to stay in our quadruped position. We're going to work on activating all of the deep inner abs that we have in the core, as well as the back body. Can you hear me okay? Thumbs up? Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to find a quadruped position. Our knees are underneath our hips. Our wrist is underneath the wrist that's going to stay down. The hand that's going to stabilize is going to be on the mat underneath our shoulder. The other hand is going to be on top of the pillow. Fold it twice if you need to, just slightly in front of the hand that's stable, okay? Inhale, exhale. Just start to turn on those abs and find stability in your core. Continue to hold some of that tension as you inhale into the side and back lungs. Exhale, press into the ball and feel your deep abdominals engage. Inhale, release slightly the pressure on that ball or pillow. Inhale, exhale, press. Keep going, 3 more here. So everything is staying completely still. We're just pressing, adding a little pressure into that ball or pillow to help us activate those deep transverse abs. One more. Good. This time, release that pressure. Send your opposite legs back, top of the toes face down. So that back leg is extended, our hand is still on the ball. Make sure if your torso started to open up or shift, find that position so that it's completely parallel to the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press into that ball. And notice what happens, not just in the top quadrant of those abs, but also now in the lower quadrant. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Good. Two more. I'm going to come check you out. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Good. And then one more here. Look just in front of the hands. Beautiful. All right, this time, let's release the pressure on that ball. We got one more this time, and then we're going to circle out that wrist. So you're going to inhale as you release the pressure on that ball. Exhale as you press into the ball. Lift that leg to be in line with the glute. Inhale, release pressure, and tap those toes down. Exhale, lift. Good. And lower. Slow and controlled movement. Trying to keep that torso really stable. Keep going. You got three more. Good. Nice, Alexa. Here we go for two. Gorgeous. Last one here. Nice, Bridget. Draw that knee in, sit back onto those heels, and just circle out that wrist that we were just using to stabilize. Are you guys feeling some of that activation happen in the different parts of the abs? Yeah? Cool. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. So switch that ball underneath the other hand. It will find our quadruped position. The hand with the ball or pillow is slightly in front of the other one, so it's not directly underneath the shoulder because we need that arm to be extended. Let's begin here. So inhaling to the side and back lunge. Exhale. Press into that ball. Feel activation on this side. Inhale, release. Everything else stays stable. Exhale, press. Wow, here we go. Inhale, release. Exhale. Good. Two more. Last one. Awesome. This time, send those opposite toes back. Top of the foot is down. Square your torso. Look just in front of those hands. Inhale, release. Exhale, just press into that ball while that leg rests down on the ground. Starting to activate those deep, low abs. Inhale, release. Exhale. Press. Notice how much more stability is required. Back body muscles firing up. One more here. You guys are doing great. Keep going. Nice, Sid. This time, we're going to inhale as we release. Exhale, press into the ball, lifting that leg to be in line with the glute without arching the spine. Inhale, lower and release. Exhale, lift and press. Three more. Keep going. I'm going to check you out. Beautiful, Rasha. Here we go. Good. Last one. Awesome. Bring that knee down in line with the other one. Sit back on your heels and circle out that wrist. So now we've got them all fired up. Let's put them to use. You can put that ball out of the way. You're going to swing your hips around, your feet around, and then you're going to take that ball and you're going to put it between your knees. All right? So it's like this. Squeeze into that ball or pillow. Make sure your knees are in line with your hips, your feet are in line with your knees. Let's do a little quaking abs now that those abs are turned on. Arms come out in front of us. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. You're in a nice tall spinal position. Shoulders are down along the back body. Okay. We're going to inhale back for two. Exhale up for two. We're going halfway down. Here we go. We're going to do the whole rest of the song without stopping, so be prepared. Here we are. You got this. I know you guys got this. Here we are. For 4, squeeze into that ball. Go back to the point where you start to feel the shake. Almost there. Last one. Good. This time go back and stay back. Hold here for 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the right arm up. Inhale, exhale. Lift, lower. Everything else stays stable. Squeeze into that ball or pillow. Oh my God, the shake is real. Here we go. Good. Got left hand coming up. Keep going. For 4, 3. Oh my God, I'm shaking. 2, 1. Other side. Let's go. Lift and lower. Inhale, exhale, draw it down. Strong arms. Chest lifted. For 4, 3, 2. We're going to bring it out to the side. Same side. Let's go. Same hand out wide and back. Wide and back. Good. Yes. If you're feeling it in your hip flexors, come up just slightly. Otherwise, stay back for 4. Going to switch the other side. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Let's go. Almost there. Woo! The song that never ends. You guys got this. Keep breathing. For 4. Yes, ladies. 3, 2, 1. Hands forward. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it all the way down. Hands come up overhead. Legs go long. Oh. Full body stretch. Keep that ball in between your knees. Bend your knees so your feet are back flat on the ground. Okay? Hands come up towards the ceiling. Option here to keep your feet on the ground, or if you want, inhale and exhale as you lift your legs into tabletop. So, option to keep them down or lift them into tabletop. Your choice. But fingertips are pointing towards the ceiling. Your abs are engaged. You feel your sit bones, your rib cage, and your back of your head on the mat. Point through those toes. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, come up into a chest lift. Arms come down by the sides. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. We are slow and controlled today. Feel as though I am pulling your hands away from you. Keep going. 4 more. I'm going to check you out. Good. Use that exhale to lift. Take it out of the neck and put it into the abs. Beautiful. 2 more. Last one. Stay in that chest lift. Hold here. Also, option to always come out of it. But you're going to hinge, tap those toes down, exhale, lift them up. So if your feet were down, you can come out of your chest lift and just hinge down, exhale, lift. All right, 2 options there. Here we go. Yes. Nice and slow, ladies. You got this. I want you to hinge at the hip, not bend at the knee. Good. 2 more. Abs engaged. Fucking fire. Oh, I just cursed. Here we go. Lift those legs into tabletop. Come out of chest lift if you were there. Plant your feet down and grab that ball. Holy moly activation. Put that ball to the side. We're not done. Lay back down if you sat up. Send one leg to the ceiling. Other leg goes long. Arms come up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale as you come up into a chest lift and grab either behind your thigh or behind your shin, your calf. Lift your other leg up into a hover. Pulse the top leg towards your body twice. Inhale, exhale, switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse. I want slow movements. Pulse, pulse. I'd rather you have legs straight and grab behind the thigh than bent at the knee. So your leg doesn't have to be super close to the body. Here we are. For 2. Last one. Draw both knees into your chest. Come out of chest lift. Take a breather. We've got one more in this set, and then we're going to move on. So, inhale, exhale, come up into a nice tiny little ball, holding on to those shins. Send one leg long. Okay, other leg is into your chest. Take your hands, place them behind your head. Inhale as you rotate the opposite elbow to that knee. Exhale, switch. Other knee to other elbow. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Keep going. I'm going to check you out. You got 3 more each side. Here we go. Knees are staying in line. Slow it down, Rasha. Slow and controlled. Good. One more. Beautiful. And drop those legs down to the ground. Extend them long. Hands go long overhead. Daggers are being sent through the screen. That's okay. Full body stretch. All right, grab that ball or pillow again. We're staying in this position. Put it back between your knees. And then move your heels so they're closer to the bum. We're going to get into a little bit of bridging. Arms are going to come long by your side. Before we do anything, inhale into the side and back lunge. Exhale as you squeeze into that ball with your thighs. Feel the pelvic floor lifting as though like you're accessing your abs through the pelvic floor. Inhale, release. Exhale. Squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale. Squeeze. Good. So keep a little pressure on that ball. Arms come by your side. We're going to inhale as you tilt your pelvis towards your nose, pressing your low back into the mat. Exhale as you lift up off of the mat, one vertebrae at a time until we're in our bridge. And we're going to hold here for a second because we're going to check our form. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling as we're here. Feel as though someone is pulling your knees away from you, okay? Squeeze into that ball, like press into that ball, keep everything in alignment. And squeeze those glutes, fire up those hamstrings, press into your hands. Now, the trick here is to make sure that rib cage is still knitted together up top, so no popping up. This is not correct. Draw those ribs down. You do not want them to pop up above the chest. Let's inhale here. Exhale, start to roll it down, trying to lay one vertebrae at a time back down on that mat, tailbone last. Good. Let's pick it up. Inhale, roll. Exhale, lift. Hold here. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower it down. One more time. Inhale, exhale, roll it all the way up. And let's hold here. Give me little pulses into that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. 1, squeeze and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, lower it down. Woo! Send those toes to the sky, point and flex. If you got a little crampy, hit or punch out those hamstrings. Got one more thing here before we move on. So, feet are back down on the mat. They're in line with your knees. You're going to inhale, exhale as you roll up into your bridge. Option here if you want to send your hands, your fingers towards the ceiling. Requires a little bit more stability. in the torso. Abs are fired. This time, inhale, lift up off of those heels. Exhale, lower them down with control. So you're just lifting onto the toes while we are in our bridge and then lowering them down. We're still squeezing into that ball or pillow. Nothing lowers down. I'm going to check you out. You got 3 more. Keep those hips lifted. Do not lower the hips. There we go. Nice correction. Really think about weight distributed across the whole foot as you lift and lower. Last one. Good. This time lift up onto those toes and pulse here. So we're on those toes. Now we're pulsing into that ball or pillow. If your hands are towards the ceiling, you really need to think about stabilizing through that back body. For 3, 2, 1. Hands can come down, heels can come down. Inhale, exhale, roll it all the way down. Take that ball out from between the knees, send your feet towards the ceiling, and then just point and flex here. Maybe circle out those feet. Whatever feels good. Come up, punch out those hamstrings if they were getting tight. Gently place your feet back on the ground, roll over to one side, and then let's get ready for some side plank action because we have to get those obliques in. I know, but this is what happens. This is just foundations, guys. We got this. We got this. So many daggers. Okay, so you're gonna be on your forearm. Elbow should be relatively underneath the shoulder. Ball or pillow is gonna be in front of you. If you have the pillow, double it up if it's not super thick, okay? We're gonna be sort of like on our hip of the low leg. Top leg is gonna be long, sort of towards the front of the mat. We're just gonna start here. Show you what we're doing. We're gonna start here with that same thing that we did in quadruped. So we're just gonna inhale, exhale, press into the ball, and activate through that lower oblique as you press. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Tiny little movement, but I want you to feel that engagement down here. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. One more. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Good. Okay, let's add on. So this time we inhale, release. Exhale, lift up, keeping the knee down. Press into that ball and lift up the booty. Good. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, press. 2 more. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Last one. Good. Awesome. Release, lower that down. And then extend your other leg long. Make sure it's behind the top leg, okay? We're going to do a full side plank now on our forearm. On our forearm, rather. So hands can stay either on the ball or pillow or option to lift it up overhead. Your feet are up. You're on the side of your feet. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, press as you lift up. Hold here, either pressing there or lifting your hand up overhead for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Nice. One more time. You all right there? Cool. All right. You can always stay down. Knee can stay down if it's starting to bother you. Inhale, release. Exhale, press and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Go ahead, swing those legs around. You guys look amazing. Let's see what we got on this side. So usually one oblique is slightly stronger than the other. Let's see what I've got going on today. Ball's in front, bottom leg is bent. We're on the hip, top leg is long. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Just press into that ball, starting to activate through that low oblique. Inhale, release. Exhale, press, tiny little movement. Feel that activation 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale. Good. All right, so now we've got that activated. I have to tell you, on this side, I'm feeling way less activation than on the other side. So we're going to see how this goes. This time we're going to lift up that hip and keep the knee down. So inhale to prepare. Exhale. Lift up that hip, press into that ball. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Good, there it is, there it is. Inhale, lower. 2 more, exhale, lift. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Good, lower it down. Either come with me and send both legs long or stay with the one leg bent. Figure out what works for you and do what you did on the other side. We're going to lift up the hips so that we're balancing on both legs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Lift it up. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Got one more, and then we're cooling it down, guys, because that's 30 minutes. Inhale to prepare. I know. Exhale, press. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Move that ball out of the way. Lower all the way down and roll onto your back. Extend your legs long, arms come long overhead. Take a full body stretch here. Maybe stretching one side longer than the other. On your next inhale, bring your arms to goalpost arms or a T and lift your right leg up into tabletop. Exhale, drawing that leg across the left side body and then looking out over the right shoulder. Little spine twist action. Releasing those obliques. Obliques are tough, man. Breathing into any space that feels tight or tired. On your next inhale, lift that leg back up through center and extend it long on the ground. Exhale as you lift your other leg into tabletop and cross it across the right side body, looking out over the left shoulder. Try to keep both shoulder blades down, more so than your knee touching the ground. We're trying to gain mobility and flexibility in the thoracic spine, part around the rib cage, which is supposed to be slightly mobile. Filling up any part of the lung that's available in this position, creating space between the muscles and the fascia. Good. On your next inhale, come up through center, extend that leg long. Draw your right knee into your chest now. Hold it as close as you can. Other leg stays long. Let's just do a little hip release here. If you want, you can sort of circle that out, but we're really trying to get the hip flexor of the leg that's extended long. So just release any tension in the extended leg, in the front of the extended leg. Good. Go ahead and extend the leg that was drawn in and switch it out with the other one. Taking a few breaths here. Drawing both knees into your chest now, hugging yourself small like a ball. And then releasing your head back to the mat, circling out your knees, giving your low back a little bit of a massage. Good. Gently roll yourself over to one side, lift yourself up to seated, and we are all set. You guys did incredible. Thank you so much for joining me.